What's up, my fellow Virgos? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Today we are going down the rabbit hole with what's going on in love. So before I get into it, I just have a few things here for you guys. First of all, trigger alert. Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys right off the bat, this is a trigger alert because my love readings are more about what's going on and keeping you blocked from love. It's not a love prediction. First, in order for us to bring in love, we first must deal with ourselves and healing ourselves so that we can open ourselves up to that love. So, also, too, guys, I want to thank you to all of my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody that allows me your most precious asset, your time. Thank you for joining me, and my prayer, as always, is that any of my videos that you watch fall upon your heart in a way that reminds you to take back your power by using your discernment and your intuition and make the decisions so that you guys can go and live your best journey in this now moment. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it, guys, and see what's going on for you. What messages do you have for Virgo in regards to love, Source? How can we help out Virgo? What does Virgo need to know on what's going on in love? What is going on in love for Virgo, Source? What do they need to know? What's going on in love for Virgo? What's going on in love for Virgo? Okay, here one more. Some cycle is completing is what I hear. So I'm not sure what that is, but we'll definitely see what comes out in the cards. But that's the first thing that came out. So what's going on in love for Virgo, Source? What do they need to know? Okay, thank you. Yeah, something is completing for you. Like, finally, it's like maybe there was a past injustice that was going on, and it's like some kind of a truth came out or some kind of information you were given. It helped you realize, like, oh, okay, like, this is finally me receiving my justice for something, right? Like, this is me finally getting what I need. And now I feel like, too, you're in an energy of being able to see things more clearly, like what it is that you want, what it is that you desire. So also too, they said completing a karmic cycle. So maybe you guys were repeating karmic cycles over and over again, and finally you took initiative to close that cycle out. Yeah, there was a lot of fear. Whatever this was, again, 8-8 right here. So again, karmic coming out, completing the cycles, definitely abundance coming in because of that. But it was like a lot of fear that was going on in regards to this. So I heard running away from your truth. Yeah. Not being able to give in a mature way, not being able to love in a mature way. You were seeing things from the way that you wanted to see them, right? Not being able to move forward, but things are going to be balanced out soon. Things are going to come together for you. I feel like you guys have just been fighting this for a long time, and then there we've got your energy coming out. And the reason that you've been fighting this for so long is because you didn't want to do the introspection. You didn't want to go within. You didn't want to figure out what it was that you needed to learn. But right now, I feel like something happened, or you took an action towards something, and now you're standing in Empress power. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You're now standing in this Empress power, understanding that this is truly nurturing yourself, is speaking your truth, right? Speaking your truth. Because you were greedily holding on to something here. And you wanted equal give and take. You wanted, this could be love, you know? Yeah. You wanted equal give and take in love, and yet you were just like greedily trying to protect something from whatever it was. You know, this could be a child, this could be a family, this could be a past situation. Not wanting to tell somebody about a past situation, and it is a general reading, so there's all kinds of things, but essentially you did something. You overcame it, but there's still this fear of like learning the lesson from what you did. And still a sense of feeling imbalanced, even though now things have balanced out. Like, it's almost like you're not used to feeling this feeling. And because you're not used to feeling this feeling when it comes to involving others or involving another person, it's almost like you feel like you're not in the right place. And that's what Source is saying. Like, the point of this is whatever happened, is for you to take that piece of information and to use that to grow spiritually. You know, you are the hermit. I have your guys' energy up here. You guys are the hermit. It's all about really truly seeking what has happened in the past so that you can move fluidly throughout your future, navigating it in this present moment. You learn now, and when the future comes, you're still learning. Like, it never stops. Like, you guys are all about learning and embracing that beautiful learning energy. Whoa, that is too many cards, Source. I'm not even going to go there with you. We're just not. Okay, one's come out like this. Yeah, so you guys could have been dealing with a Libra, Taurus, another Virgo, a Sag, or a Pisces. But yeah, so that was the deep injustice, is that you were, so this is like telling me the mother wound is coming out. There's something about not being able to nurture yourself in such a way. And honestly, guys, I know a lot of people don't talk about this, but speaking your truth is a way of nurturing yourself, because it's telling yourself, my voice matters. And I feel like in this connection, you maybe knew that, but you still didn't feel comfortable enough expressing yourself. And so that was scary for you, because, and then I feel like too, because you've dealt with people who've tricked you in the past, like maybe when you've been honest with them, they've used it to their advantage. And this was, yeah, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. Okay. This was some kind of addiction for you. And it was also keeping you in a space of being spiritually empty. But then something changed. Something changed, right? And you found happiness again. And it was like, okay, you know, like, now I don't have to let these situations make me feel like I can't move forward, or make me feel like I'm stuck in anything, make me feel imbalanced. I don't have to feel like that anymore. I feel like I'm giving one-sided love. Rather, I can work on what I need to work on and move forward, knowing that I'm going to overcome this toxic trait. And here's the thing, like, I don't think these are toxic people. I feel like this is a toxic trait that you are releasing. So I'm not saying you're the tricky one. I feel like you have called in tricky people into your life because of the mother wound, that lack of nurturing, right? 9, this is number 9. It's interesting. We have 8, 9, and then 9, 8 here. And so it's like, do you see this like repetitive energy here, right? And then we have 3 on the bottom, 3 over here. Like, it's just this energy of not, like I keep seeing someone sliding in a shuffle, like just going back and forth in the same area. So if this was your dance floor, this is just an example, guys, right? You never move beyond this dance floor when you have all this space all over here. Do you see? And it's just being like so confined. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Source. Yeah, it's being confined. And I feel like also too, whatever this situation was, or this issue that came up, I feel like if it was held in any longer, if you didn't know any longer, it's like this energy of making you feel like you're going to explode. Like, I can't handle this no more. I just can't do this. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, look. Leo energy coming out, number 11. You did what you needed to do, or you're going to do what you needed to do. You realize that this is your own inner demon. Again, that's why I was saying, like, this has to do with you. What's coming up in love is dealing with you. You guys are ready. You guys are ready to hear the story. You guys are ready to hear what you need to do. You guys are ready to hear that you're not free from sin. Regardless of the other party that's involved, it's like you guys understand that you have no control over that person. You only have control over what's going on with you. And right now it's like, what are my demons? And what are my demons that are keeping me from enjoying the happiness that I want in my life? And because of this, now something is going to change. Something's going to change for you. I think something's going to change within you, honestly. I don't feel like this is an outside thing. I think that you dealing with whatever this situation is, so keep hearing truth. 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 I spoke my truth, or someone spoke their truth to me. Okay, so whatever that is, it's a truth that was revealed. Truth is coming out so hardcore right now. It's like in that moment of finding that truth, you have realized that I can be who I am without fearing it anymore. I feel like until this truth was revealed, you were always fearing who you were. You were fearing what was what potentially could happen. You were fearing what was going on. And in the midst of things now, you realize you're like, oh, okay, like that either didn't go the way that you had planned, or you had no expectations, or suddenly then this thing like arose. Well, look at that. Now you got the 3 of coin coming out underneath the Hermit in reverse. It's telling you, like, Source saying that you doing this is actually going to give you an opportunity to build with somebody in a good way. In a good way. Could be a relationship. So I don't know what this truth is, but that's why I keep hearing a truth. A truth is coming out. A truth came out, and a truth is what set me free. Well, yeah, of course the truth is going to set you free. It's like you guys let go of something that was keeping you in a place of not wanting to grow, stagnation. It was like being bold enough to endure what it is that you felt within and to let that come out. Realizing that's my own thing to deal with. There's not this energy of putting it on anybody. And that was your justice. It's like, now that I know, or now that I'm aware, now I can do what's best for myself in this connection, or I can do what's best for me in regards to this connection. And boom. You knowing is what gave you an opportunity to change how you were looking at the situation. So this could be somebody that you were looking at and you were hoping for, or that you were hoping things would work out, but you couldn't, like, you didn't know how to bridge the gap. And it was like what you were, so here's the deal, like, this is what Source is telling me now. So what you were seeing within this person is something that you also had within yourself, but you were denying, because the Empress is the mother of the zodiac, right? And this is talking about when the moon's in reverse, the moon is connected with the divine feminine. Right? She was the first divine feminine. The sun was the first divine masculine. And so it's like being disconnected from your divine feminine when this is in the reverse. This is being in the mother wound, living the mother wound. And I feel like, again, whatever that has to do with, it has to do with telling your truth. And now that you've spoken your truth, now you're in your energy of power. Yeah, look. Oh my gosh. This is actually really beautiful, guys. Like, you're in your power, and you realize that you were the one that was keeping yourself locked into a prison. And now you have a friendship that's going to be even stronger than before. So maybe this Empress was actually a friend or somebody that you really deeply cared about. This is interesting energy, guys. This is somebody that you could have deeply cared about. And then in regards to that, it's like you said something to them. And now, like, you just kind of like got a clarity on the situation. Like, oh, I guess they didn't feel the same way about me, or whatever it was. Or this person said something to you and you didn't feel the same way about them, right? Take it as it resonates. But what ended up happening is it shed light on the fact that you were like putting yourself in this mental prison, in this what, like, I keep hearing non-action. Or lack of action. There we go. Lack of action. And feeling like stuck. And then it's like finally you get out of feeling stuck. You say something and then boom, you have the 10 of Wands. And this is talking about a relationship, a friendship, a partnership that is tried but true. And it ultimately, in the end, it turns out stronger than you could have ever hoped it would be. Right? So good things are coming. You did what you needed to do. Regardless of who spoke the truth, wherever the truth came from, it doesn't matter. But it was in that moment in receiving the truth, you owned who you were. And in owning who you were is what brought clarity into your life. It like, so it's funny because as this is unfolding, I went from being really heavy and tired to having this huge weight like lifted off of my shoulders. Yeah, this was a wake-up call for you. This is a wake-up call for you to deal with the emotional side of yourself. It's like you had to get to a higher perspective and see that, like, so if it's fantasy, I hear fantasy. Seeing that fantasy is just that. It's just a fantasy that you're playing out. That doesn't make it real life. And I think that's what happened. It was like, is this my real life or is this fantasy? And it's like something along the way tells me that the fantasy was revealed and it wasn't true, right? That's what the truth was. The fantasy wasn't real. And it was like, oh. And so now it's giving you an opportunity to learn how to ebb and flow with the tides, like learning how to rise and fall. Again, we have water coming out. Again, connecting with your emotions, connecting with the depths and the core of who you are. You love this person. You do. And I still think you still do. Like, it's not like, oh, the love went away. No, you love this person, but there's like a different dynamic to it now where it's a stronger bond. It's a stronger bond because of whatever was revealed. And that is what's making you feel like, okay, I can be who I am and I can be in my own energy with the Hermit in the upright here. It's like letting go of something that maybe has kept you stuck or kept you from doing what you wanted to do or kept you from your own happiness. Like now you don't have to be in that energy anymore, being afraid of something potentially being... So this is a weird situation. I apologize, guys, but this is what Source is putting on my heart to say. It's like maybe you're with somebody and somebody else told you they had feelings for you and you kind of always guessed that they had feelings for you, but you didn't know for sure. And you were like, oh, hey, this is just an example, guys. You're like, that's really cool. Like, but I'm in love with who I'm with and I don't have those feelings for you, but I still appreciate you and I'm glad that we're friends, you know? And then that person, even though they might have been devastated for a minute, it's like, they knew that you were with somebody, but they still had to say what they needed to say. And it's like upon saying that, it was giving you guys an opportunity to clear that weird energy that was just making things uncomfortable. And it gave you an opportunity to allow things to blossom for natural, like what they're meant to be. Like that's just an example, okay? Just an example that Source is saying. Yeah, it's giving you an opportunity to express love. Be willing to express love to receive love. Like that's the thing. It's given you the okay to be loving, and it gave them the okay to be loving and know that there's nothing more than just what it is. Or maybe it was somebody really liked you and you wondered if they liked you and now they came over and told you, and now it like helped you deal with the mother wound. Like, oh yeah, like I do love you. I do care about you. So let's build something. You see what I'm saying? It can go any kind of way, but these are just examples. So you guys take it as it resonates. Simple acts of kindness, number 5. It says kindness energizes you and brings you happiness and brings happiness to those around you. Yeah, so I feel like it opened you guys up to this beautiful energy of being able to just be loving and expressing to each other. And that is what's the weight off of your shoulder. It's like I don't feel so hemmed in anymore. I don't feel so caged up like a caged bird. Like I know why a caged bird sings. I don't know where that came from right now, but that is what happened. Okay, like that's it. It's like you felt caged, but you're still singing a song. And then suddenly something happened, and now it's like you realize, you turn around, you realize that you were never really caged in the first place. All you had to do was go out the door standing wide open. But it all was hinging on you dealing with this part of the mother wound that you needed to heal. And then we have 23, which is 5, change again, 5 coming out together. 10, the completion. It says, take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. And I feel like that's exactly what happened in this connection. Does not necessarily mean that this is a romantic connection. We don't have any cups cards on the table, right? But we do have the 3 of coins here showing that this could be a partnership that's building. Well, partnership can mean friendship. It can mean family. We also have the 10 of wands, which in my deck in the upright is talking about friendships that are growing, turning out more solid than they ever could have been, right? Like, so for you guys, I feel like what's in love is just somebody that's not necessarily a romantic partner, but somebody that is more platonic than anything. But for some of you guys, this could be romantic love, right? So as it resonates in this. Again, it's a general reading, so you guys don't try to, right? If it don't fit, you quit, or if it don't fit, let it go. If it don't fit, it won't ship. Like, let's go, guys. Like, that's the thing. Like, don't try to force stuff that's not for you, okay? Because that's just, when we do these general readings as tarot readers, we have a lot of messages that come through. It's because a lot of people watch them, and so it's like, even if one line is for you, well, take that line. Take that line, because there's something that you can grow from that, right? Okay, I heard stop. Amused. Oh, these are the emotional clarifiers. I made this deck, guys. I totally didn't even explain. I usually explain while I'm shuffling, but yeah, I just made these. But this is the emotion that's kind of surrounding this connection right now. It's an amused connection. It's kind of like, oh, that's cute. Like I'm glad that I know, right? But see, exactly, you were afraid for so long, and that's what's keeping you in this energy. It was like I was afraid to say anything, and I knew that I had to, or they were afraid to say something, and they knew that they had to. Okay, this one wants to come out. Yeah, so now that it's out on the table, now it's time to really make space for you. And that's going to help you grow, right? This is the ghetto deck, guys. So I have the ghetto bag in the ghetto deck. The reason I call it that is because there's no rhyme or reason to the messages that are in here. And it's like a shadow of the ghetto bag. Like it really is. What other messages do we have, Source? Okay. They want this one. Oh, okay. Secret lover behind closed doors. Interesting. I don't feel like there is a third party here. This is what I feel like the fantasy is. Okay? Like, as weird as that is, but that's what, when I pulled this out, that was the first thing. It was like, that's the fantasy. I really saw somebody reading erotic novel. That was the image I saw, was somebody reading an erotic novel. It's like being stuck in the fantasy. It's almost a hope and a prayer that this was going to work out that way. So whoever it was, there's like this hope and a prayer that that's what it was going to be. But it didn't. And I feel like that's why this amused energy is here, because it's like, oh, okay, like now I know. Hummingbird. Messages from Source, you are healing. Boom. What did I say? Like, you guys were healing the mother wound. Right? It's clear. It's right here. You guys are healing the mother wound, and so you've let go of this fantasy. You realize you don't have to focus on that anymore. They let go of the fantasy, and they don't have to focus on that anymore. And now you guys are able to move on. Finding what we should have known all along. Love. One way or another, together's where we both belong. Right? Like, like, if we listen to each other's hearts, we'll find we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, we're seeing it eye to eye, right? Yeah. So whoever it was, you or them, like, you saw them as marriage material, but there's still this energy of like, it was a fantasy. It was a fantasy. Like, it's not that you didn't want to, or they didn't want to be with you. I think that there's just too many other factors that are involved here. But at the end of the day, yeah, exactly. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. I don't know why I felt like that, but Source asked me to pick this up. It says, Dragonfly, moving beyond self-created illusions that have limited your growth. And I feel like this is, again, part of this fantasy. It's like seeing marriage material. It's like, there's something that's preventing marriage here, which is not the problem, but it's just, again, it's like realizing, oh, that's cute. Like, that's what I hear when I pick that. That's cute. Like, that's cute. And not in a bad way. Like, you're just kind of like, oh, that's really cute. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's a loving way. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, that's cool. Like, okay, I feel like those two. Those three. Okay, here, one more. Thanks, Source. Yeah, so there's just this energy of just, it's like a deeper understanding. I think after everything that's gone on, it's like just having a much deeper understanding of what's really going on. You are worthy of loving yourself, and this goes hand in hand with time to make space for yourself. Yeah, it's like, it's time for you to love yourself. Don't get so caught up in the fantasies of things. Like, really focus on yourself. Focus on loving yourself in this moment. No matter what you're doing or who this was, Virgo, it doesn't matter. This is you about just really finding yourself, right? And then again, something large looms near. And I said that earlier, that something big is changing for you. And so, yeah, there's something that's huge that's changing for you that you are going to see come in, and it's starting with really working on your own energy. Take off the mask, and I feel like this is just clarifying that that's what happened. That's what happened along the way here. It's like someone took off the mask they were wearing, realizing they had to be authentic. And part of authenticity sometimes is doing the things that we don't want to do. And I'm hitting myself on the ass because that was a really good message, because it really is, you know. But that's the truth, guys. It's just sometimes we have to do things that we don't want to do. It says you are not them. Yeah. You're not. Like, I feel like you compare yourself to them, or if this is them coming to you and you felt guilty for saying no, like, it doesn't matter. You're not them. Like, that's for them to deal with, and vice versa. Like, that's for you to deal with. It's like, it doesn't matter whatever happened. What happens is what was meant to happen. What matters now is that you focus on loving yourself. Sagittarius. Okay, so you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I feel like regardless of dealing with or whatever, this is telling you to make more fun in your life. Like, Sagittarius is they always depict for me as the life of the party. I have my rising is in Sagittarius. Okay, so everybody says, man, the party doesn't start until Becky gets here. Well, that's because I outwardly am perceived as a Sagittarius, but Sagittarians have fun. They don't take things too seriously. They like things to be light. Like, they don't like a lot of drama. And usually if Sagittarians have a lot of drama in their life, it's because they're in the reversal of their energy. They're stuck in the material realm. They're stuck in the heaviness of this material realm, the 3D realm. And I feel like that's kind of where you've been at. You're an earth sign. It's easy for you to get stuck here. And I feel like that's what Source is saying. Like, have more fun, play a little bit more. Like, don't be afraid to do the things you like to do as a kid. See what happens. Here you go. Success is the greatest weapon in life. Exactly. You are successful. This brought you success. Even if it's not like material, financial success. No, this is healing. Healing is success. You even got the message of healing from Source. Like, that's it. You're healing. That is your success. That's your greatest weapon. The more you heal, the better you'll feel. Haha, that rhymed. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but that's funny. Oh, all these leaves are blowing, so Source wants me to tell you guys it's okay to let go. Let go of the outcome. That's what I heard. Let go of the outcome. Oh, these leaves are blowing, guys. It's so beautiful right now. So this is what I have for you, Virgo. I really hope that this helps. It was really a beautiful reading, actually, overall. So I'm going to say a lot better than some of the other ones I've been doing, which have been kind of heavy, okay? Even the Pisces one. I did the Pisces one, and I was like, damn, this shit is heavy. What's going on in the collective, huh? So anyways, guys, I love you. I'm sending out prayers to you guys. You know, you're amazing. Don't ever forget it. Like, you guys really deserve the best, and just understanding that you deserve the best will change the world for you guys. So please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow Virgoans, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other next time, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye.